Okay, good morning everyone. This is Chase Swift on the Ask the Pros webinar that is open to everyone using the My Partner Profit system. We have a number of people in the web room and we're going to get going here. I'm going to show you one of the most effective advertising methods on the planet. Okay? And it's partially here. It's under keyword research. Okay? Many of you know about the power of keyword research, finding keyword phrases that people are searching for and then providing content. Maybe it's a blog, maybe it's a PPC ad, maybe it's a video related to the keyword research. That's the key. Don't you love it? So let me cover real quick my success and my referrals. Okay? So it's loading a little slowly, but there it goes. Okay, so I have 101 people. 101 that have taken the MyPiP challenge. Roughly 3 weeks, 101 people. Okay, it's awesome. I love it. And you're going to see that initially I had my team join. I didn't have any advertising source. I just sent them an email. I talked to them. They were in the webinars that you're in right now. And I said, you know, my team, get ready for the 90-day challenge. It's coming, and they were ready. So I didn't have to advertise for them. Pretty easy. Once you build a team, it's a piece of cake. But down here, let's go down a ways, and you can begin to see all the advertising methods I'm using. I do darn near everything. I'm good at this. I love what Paul teaches us. I eat it up like ice cream. All right? It's easy. It goes down well. All right. Now you'll notice that a lot of them are PPC. Okay, so I began with some, traffic swarm is fine. It's not very good long term. It's not the best in the world. It's good. Craigslist is not bad. Okay, but it's not really the ultimate advertising that you would like to do to really build this big. Pay-per-click is it. Okay, you can see a lot of pay-per-click leads that I'm getting. You can also see blogging. Okay, I do have a blog. It works too. Everything works. Okay, but you're going to see a lot of PPC, a lot of it. These are all little codes, little ads that I have, PPC. Okay, is it pretty clear what I'm going to talk about today? I hope so. I hope you're going to get it. Okay, I really hope you do, because it's powerful. Now, yeah, sometimes I even email people, okay, because I talk to them, and they're like, yeah, I want to join. So I send them an email, and in my email has a signature with a link, okay? But look at all the pay-per-click. Look at all the pay-per-click, okay? And does Craigslist work? Yes, it does. Not like huge, okay, but pay-per-click does. Okay, pay-per-click really does. So does a domain, maybe on a video or on Facebook, a little post. I don't know where this came from, but I know they went to my domain. Pay-per-click, 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 pay-per-click. Okay, you know what I'm going to talk about today? Pay-per-click. All right. So let's get into it. I also want to point out, though, that in the My Partner Profit Facebook group, you can access all the recordings that I have. Okay. Now, if you want to look for last week, oops, I thought I'd paste in there, but let's go to Ask the Pros webinar. Do a search in the top right corner. You can find the webinars from recent weeks. Okay. And here's a couple links to like December, January 12th, February 2nd. Click on these and you can get access to the webinars that I did in previous weeks. Okay, this one I put on my blog. Go to my blog and you can watch the video. Okay, so that is from last week. We're doing live today. It's going to be recorded for some of you that are watching the recording. Okay, so let's go to I need to go back up. Actually, go to the members area. We'll just leave this here ready to go. Okay, pay-per-click. We do not use Google AdWords. Way expensive, very expensive. It's just way hard to, trust me, don't even think of it. We use the Microsoft adCenter. Okay, some of you know about this, and let me type in my password. Okay. And what it'll take you to is to all my campaigns. Actually, I'll just jump to that right now. I'm going to go into all my campaigns and just show you that I'm not spending a fortune here. Okay, actually my time frame is all time over the last year. I've only been using this for 4 or 5 months, probably 5 months. Okay, but over this whole time I've only spent $78.61. Okay, so it's not going to blow the bank if you do it right. Now this covers a lot of my campaigns, and I'm not going to show you all of them, but you can see overall a lot of my clicks 5 cents. Here I'm a little more aggressive, maybe average 11 cents, 9 cents a click. This one a little more aggressive because I'm making good money, so I can be a little more aggressive, 20 cents. This one I don't know why that's so high. I'll need to check that. 54 cents. I need to check that. So here's another one we won't talk about, and that one we don't need to talk about. But basically, I'm getting leads for 5 cents a click. Okay, I'm going to log into Z&Z Cash and show you that this is a cash flow machine. It's the goose that lays golden eggs. Okay. So as you can see here, I've had a number of people complete their Z&Z 1 credit. $52 each time. Sometimes it's 3 or 4 people, sometimes 5 people all at once. Okay, this list represents over $1,000 in payments. So compare $1,000 in income to $78.61 over the last 6 months. Do the math. Is this going to be a worthwhile activity for you? I think so. I think anytime you can spend $78 and ultimately make over $1,000, that would be a good thing. It really is. That's why I'm teaching you. Okay? So you're not going to get this from anyone else. Okay? Paul's not going to go to this level of detail. He's going to give us a lot of great stuff, but I'm going to give you some really good pointers. Use pay-per-click. And trust me, you cannot blow the bank if you do it right. I'm going to show you how to do it right. Okay, would you like to know how to do it right? Or do you want to, figure this out on yourself and, spend a couple $100 not knowing what to do? Okay, it's not good. So follow this, watch this video, if you're watching the video, several times. Some of you have to learn it a couple different times and watch it and watch it and watch it and watch it. Okay? I'll go slow and as slow as I can, but certain people you need to build your skills. Okay, so the thing that we do and you learn from the keyword research is always, always, always go to the Google keyword tool. I have it bookmarked. Makes it easy, doesn't it? Okay? Makes it really easy if you have things bookmarked and you're organized on your computer. If you have to search and type and you don't know how to log in, it just makes your life so much harder. Okay? So when you first come in, it's going to look something like this. You should have a Gmail account. You should. And so that way you can have a Google account. Just sign in the top right. You get better results. Don't you want better results? Don't you want more information? You get more information, better results when you log in. Okay? Simple as that. First thing you should do is go over to uncheck broad and put in phrase. Extremely important. Phrase. Always. Do all your searches with phrase. Okay? I'm not going to explain why. I'm just going to tell you to do that. Now, there are a lot of things to search for. I'm going to search for something kind of weird, okay, unusual. You need to put your thinking cap on and come up with something that you want to search on. So I'm going to type about web business, okay? Now, I know a lot of you would not use the word web. You know words that relate to the word web, don't you? Okay, you do. Business is a good one. We don't want people that want a job. We want people that are willing to work and have a business. So that's a pretty good word, isn't it? Okay, let's do a search. Now notice I'm just in the United States. You don't have to do global because it's just US, Canada, or UK, and if you want, just leave it in the US. That's fine. Click search. Now notice I did not check this box yet. Okay? Not yet. I'm getting ideas. Okay? 22,000 people a month on Google search for web business. It's just a starting point, but that's a significant number of people. Okay? Here's an idea that you don't have to think about. 210 people a month. Okay? Here's another one. Start a web business. 590 people. Home web business. Web business idea. Starting web business. Web-based businesses. 590 people a month. Okay? Starting a web business. Do you look at this? Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 ideas already, and I haven't even gotten to page 8. Okay? You could create pay-per-click ads on all of these. Okay? And I'll pick one of these. Starting a web business. You know, I like that. 480 people a month. Now let me ask you this. Would it be okay if you expose your MyPiP challenge to 480 people a month? Would you think that would be good on autopilot? I mean, you know, think about it. Would you want to have the potential of having 480 people see your splash page? I think so. Now, you're like, well, gee, Chase, I would pick 1,000 or I would pick 22,000. Well, it's a little more competitive, isn't it? You may not realize it, but it is. And so I might just go for the low-hanging fruit. Don't try the high competition right at first. Look, there's 480 people a month searching for that. So this is the one I'm going to do. I had no idea I was going to do this one, but I'm going to use this phrase. And this is your key. Use the phrase. That's what they're typing in, for crying out loud. So if they type in yellow bananas, do not tell them you have red apples. Some of you like to get creative. This is not where you want to be creative. This is simple. So find a phrase and stick with it. So when you click on this link, Google will do the search for you. All I do is I just want to copy that. It's a lot easier just to copy it right there than it is in the previous window. How do you copy it? You select it with your mouse, make sure it's blue, and right-click on it and choose copy. Okay? Now I'm done with it. All I needed was the phrase to copy it. Close that. Now, there are several good ideas, guys. Look at this. There's over 1,000, probably 3,000 people just on this page alone. These ads alone. And remember, I picked a word you guys wouldn't have probably picked. Web business. Guys, there's more than enough. You guys, you need to put on your thinking caps and just, you know, type something similar, something different, whatever. And see what people are searching for. It's not hard. Now let's go up to the top and delete that, because I found the one I want to work on. I will paste it in by right-clicking and choose paste. Remember, I copied it. Now I'm about to paste it. Don't type it in, paste it. Now, let's find out how many people actually do a search on starting a web business. Okay, we already did the search. Now, I made a mistake. I forgot to check this box because it gives you all these ideas. Now, I want keywords. Ooh, there's a good one right there. 16 people a month. I don't know. I just want all the related keywords. They're going to type in web business starting, or they're going to be starting free web business. They're going to type this in a number of different ways. I want all the ways they type it in. That's what this little box right here does. So when you find your keyword, you're like, oh my gosh, 480 people a month search for that. But I want to know if there are any other different ways they search for that. So you check this box. You just check it. That's it. All right. And then click search. Okay. Ah, look at that. Is that golden or what? And here's the one I just pointed out. But look at this. Each one of these has the word starting, 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 starting. Obviously, they all have web, 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 business, 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 business. Each one. But there's different variations, aren't there? I want them all. So I'm going to get them all. Okay, make sure I get all of these. Total that up, it's, you thought, oh, only 480. Well, no, they're typing it several different ways. I'm going to get them all. One little ad. Get all these keywords. So when you find something like this, 6 or 7, this is good. If you get 40 keyword ideas, you probably should pick one of them and be a little more targeted. Okay? So I nailed it. This is a good one. But didn't you see all the other good ones a page or two ago? Yes, you did. So I do not have a monopoly on this. You guys need to put on your thinking caps and follow my guide and do this. Okay? So I'm going to do starting a web business. Now, I have in my notepad, I have a little document. I like seeing the ad. Okay, so when you're doing an ad, you get 25 characters. Well, you can do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times. 5 times 5, 25. That's 25 characters. So will that fit? Starting a web business? Yeah, it will. And so starting, capitalize it. Capitalize it. Whoops. Web, make it look professional. Guys, don't make it look like a 13-year-old put the ad together. Okay? Make it look professional. Starting a web business. Now you can see some other ideas that I've used for the description. Okay? Things that free leads and cash flow is a good phrase. Okay? Things like video training included is a good phrase. Okay? Now, this could relate to maybe you're going to do a business or something else. I want to change the ad. And you want to replicate or duplicate the phrase whenever you can. Because the more times you have what they're searching for, the higher your ad will show on the search page. Even if it's only 5 or 10 cents a click. Okay? So, let's take that out and I'll say start, let me think here. Starting a web business. Oh, let's just type starting. And I won't put web or I'll put web business. And I'll put a question mark. Look at that. So starting a web business, they need free leads and they probably need cash flow, don't they, for that web business? Think about it. Yes. And wouldn't it be great if there was video training included for free? It's not a bad ad. Okay? So I like the notepad. Just this amount of space and put 25 characters, 70 for the description. So I typed out 70 characters. And then I know that everything will fit. That's really nice. That's the way I work. You can do it any other way. Now, can I spit anything else? No. I only have 2 characters. Starting a web business. You might play with this. Number 1. Okay. And it doesn't have the word a, but starting #1 web business, that could be a variation. Let me just go back to starting because that's what they're searching for. Remember that. Don't get creative. This is not the place. Don't get creative. Okay, let's go back to Microsoft adCenter. And let's see here. Where am I going to put it? Let's go right in here. And the only thing you want to click on, I'm going to go real quick, is create an ad group. Okay, I don't want you to see all my ads. So all you need to do is click on create ad group. Write that down, etch it with a knife in your arm. Okay? Don't ever click on anything that doesn't say create an ad group. If you're creating an ad or you're doing it wrong. Always create an ad group. Always. Okay? Now, what am I working it on? I am starting a web business, so for me it makes sense to put that in as the group name, the ad. This is the ad, starting a web business. Okay? And now remember, if they are searching for it, you need to put it in the headline. The Microsoft adCenter is a computer, for crying out loud. It's going to say, wow, someone's looking for starting a web business, and this person, Chase, this advertiser, he has an ad that relates to starting a web business. I better show that ad. See how it works? Okay. Now you go back, and I got my description right there. And I know it'll fit. Right? I got it, nailed it. Okay? Anything with free leads and cash flow, whatever, you can get a little creative. But you want it, free is a powerful word. Leads, cash flow, that's what we offer with the 90-day challenge. Okay? So just grab that, make sure it's highlighted in blue, right click, choose copy. So much easier. Go back to your browser, right click and paste. And when you go to the next one, look at that. That's my ad preview. It's starting to look good. Starting a web business? How many people are searching for this? 408, call it 500, 500, 500. Oh, 1,700 people a month. Oh my gosh. And we have a free option for them that generates incredible cash flow where, goodness, they could create $1,000 like I did if they're really serious in a couple weeks. And they might have a cost of $10. Are you kidding me? This is awesome. Okay. What's my display URL? I'm going to talk about that. Some of you should get a domain that looks professional. Okay. That might have something relating to, web business, free leads, cash flow, something that's professional. Don't get, mycashcow.com. That sounds not so professional. How about unlimited free leads for life, which is my domain, by the way. I'll prove it to you. Let's copy it. Let's throw it open in a new tab. Let's paste it in. Actually, I love this. Paste and go. Some of you don't even know this exists. Paste and go. It pastes it in there and then it goes to the website immediately. Watch this. Okay?
Hi, I appreciate you making it to this website.
Okay, so it loaded, and you can clearly see that's my challenge ID. And I have a little referral on unlimited free leads for life. Okay, so that worked. Okay, so having a professional domain can make you look professional, obviously. Notice I have the capital words, okay, make it easy to read. Okay, let me just copy that. That'll be what I display in green right there. Does that look good? Starting a web business, free leads, well, that's my domain, free leads for life. Unlimited. It's pretty powerful, isn't it? So think about your domain. You don't need one. You could use My Partner in Profit. Okay? So if you don't have one, you could use this. my partner in profit. You could put www if you want, so let me just show you a copy. You could, if you don't have a domain, do that. Does that look good? Yes, it does. My partner in profit. They see that ad, they're like, that's interesting, that looks good. So yes, you do not have to have a domain, but it might be good. Okay, so I'm going to go back. I like unlimited free leads for life. It separates me from all you other people that are using my partner in profit. Okay, so I'm just separating myself. I'm branding myself or whatever. I'm putting out my website. Now it just is visual. Okay, so the next thing is you want to put your My Partner in Profit link in the destination. Okay, so you can put your MyPiP link right there, and I'm just going to put a little code. Start web biz. Okay, I'm just going to do a little tracking there. Okay. Oops. All right, so now that's done. Now here comes the easy part. Oh, what keyword should I advertise with? So difficult. No, it's not. You've already done the research. Here it is. Look at this. 1,500 people a month. Just with this one phrase. Okay? Make sure they're all selected. Now, if there's one that says, starting a web business for a job, you can uncheck it. You know, if it had something you don't want, uncheck it. But these are all good for me. They're perfect. Starting a web business for dummies, 16 people a month. Yeah, let's add it in there. Okay? So then go right up to view as text. And look at this. I got 7 down below in yellow, and it's got 7 right there. Oh my gosh. Is that easy or what? Yes. It's really easy. Google will give you all those keywords. So just select them all. Go from the top to the bottom or from the bottom to the top. I like going from the bottom to the top. It's easy. Or you could do right click, select all. Make sure the computer gets them all. Okay? Right click in the blue area now after you do that and choose copy. So easy. Okay? Those are your keywords. Don't dream this up. Don't try to be creative and think what people are searching for. Find out exactly what they're searching for. Okay? Google will tell you. We use the Google AdWords keyword tool because it's the best one in the business. We don't advertise there, but we use their keyword tool. Get it? Okay. Go right back to Microsoft AdCenter, right click, paste into the box. That needs to have the double quotes. That's why when you're doing the Google AdWords tool, you need to have the phrase checked. You've got to have double quotes around each word. And it'll put it in there for you. Isn't that nice? I just love Google AdWords keyword tool. It's awesome. Okay, back on my ad. Each one of those, that's 1,500 people a month. Okay? That's what they're searching for on Google. Now, it will be less on Microsoft because Google is the king. Probably on Microsoft, there's probably 500 to 600 people a month on these keywords. Google dominates the business, so they get more searches. That's true. But the Microsoft AdCenter is about 30%, 35%. So about a third. So, I'm not going to get 1,500, but I'll get 500 a month. Okay, in the Microsoft system. Okay, that's pretty darn good. Click Save. All right. So, I'm almost done. Now, what you need to do here is determine what you want to bid. I would recommend many of you 5 cents. Go ahead. If you want to be conservative, you can very well do well with 5-cent ads. It'll take a little bit longer because your ad will not always appear because other people are bidding higher. Okay? If you want to, you could, if you have a little bit better budget, remember, I've spent $78 in 6 months. So if you do what I do, you're not going to blow the bank. You may want to go to 10 cents. I would probably not go much higher. Okay? And I'll leave that at 10 cents. Now, the content is for if you want to have your ad appear on like someone's blog or on a different website, you can do that. Now, some of you don't have to, you don't have to do that. You can just appear on the search. And that's what you do. You choose your ad distribution. And I'm just going to do on the search network, which means on the Bing and Yahoo and MSN. So I'll uncheck content network. Then I will not be having my ad appear like on a blog. You know how you see the AdSense and stuff like that on a blog? I'm just going to do searches. That's pretty darn good. I know I'll probably have 500 people a month on this ad. And with a 10-cent bid, I'll probably hit, a third of those. I don't know. You can't really guess that. And don't put 50 cents. You're wasting money. Okay? Do it, learn it, be frugal and conservative and learn how to do this. Okay? All right, so that's really all you have to do, and click Save. Now I will go back and show you that in this campaign, let's go to my settings. When you set this up, you can pick your budget. This is really cool. I will never go over $2.50 a day. So when you set up the campaign, you could put $1, you could put 50 cents, you could put 10 cents a day, max, and it won't go over that. So in this campaign, I've set it $2.50. I will never go over $2.50. So for the month, I would spend 60 and half of that, $90 maximum. But I don't even go get close to that because I've never reached that potential. You'll also see that my ad is only running in Canada, United Kingdom, the United States. Okay? So that's awesome, and I'm just showing you that. You don't have to, you set this up once for your campaign. And my campaign is the 90-Day Internet Income Challenge. That's what I named the campaign. So I will never spend more than $2.50 a day. And if you ever need to, you can change that. $1 a day. What would be the amount that you spend in a month? $30. Never over that. And probably a lot less because you're not getting clicks every day because you're bidding smarter and a little more conservatively. Okay? So whatever you figure your budget. If it's $30 a month, put $1 in here. If you can afford $75, put whatever that is divided by 30. And that's your budget. You will not blow the bank. Trust me. Don't get creative on your ads and be conservative here if you want, and you'll never blow the bank. And you can monitor your ads and they will work. Okay? If you do the keyword research, use the Google keyword tool, just like I showed you. And guys, on the previous page when I did this, there was 7 or 8 more ads just on the first page. There's tons and tons of ads. And with your ad, you're able to, let's go back to my campaign. Let's just get save here or cancel. Okay, so let's go right here. And you can look at your ad. Okay, here it is. That's how it's going to appear. And I got my domain there all ready to go. Starting a web business. Starting web business. See, I mean, it's repeating the phrase. The Microsoft computer is going to go, wow, whenever they type starting a web business, this seems to be the best ad. It's low bidding, but it's really relative to what the people are searching for. I better show this ad. That's why it works. You're being smarter. Don't just throw money in the wind. Be smart. Putting on your thinking cap. Figuring out how to do this. This is what I did. And you get the benefit of my expertise. Okay? So if you want to check it, click on it. Okay? Click on it. Boom. Look at that. Right to MyPiP link. It's got my little tracker. Boom.
Hi, I appreciate you making it.
That's how it works. So that is what you need to do. Okay? So I'm going to just go back to all my campaigns. And again, this is for all time. I'll just show you the last month. Last month, which was January. Okay. And realize I got a lot of campaigns, a lot of ads. $16.42. Are you kidding me? My average cost per click, 8 cents. Okay. Out of 50,000 impressions, 50,000 searches, my page was shown or clicked on 208 times last month. Okay, does it make sense now? Work smart, not hard. Now guys, I don't have to place an ad. I don't have to keep coming back here and placing ads. I want more ads, but once it's running for the rest of your life if you want it to be. And so could you think about investing $16.42 and using the tool that I showed you, the Google keyword tool, putting on your thinking cap, finding exactly what people are searching for, and then writing an ad that relates to that relates to helping people out with their number one and number two problem. Their number one problem is they don't have enough leads. That includes you. Their number two problem is they don't have enough cash flow. That includes you too. I already know the answer to your problem. Why don't we start helping people that have that same problem and help them? That's what you're doing. And try to fit it in 25 characters or less. Use a notepad. Play with it. Dream with it. Get creative. Don't get too creative because you want to make sure whatever they're searching for you put up there. But get a little bit creative. You can do that, and that should help you a lot. Okay. Now these are other keywords that I was working on, so don't even worry about those. Okay. So that is how I think most of you should proceed. Pay-per-click is powerful. And once you get it going, you're going to have it like me, significant cash flow. Significant. Okay? And it's all in lesson 7. I want you to really pay attention to lesson 7. Study it. Okay? Paul has some really key basic stuff. Okay? You need to understand that. It's on lesson 7, keyword research. Okay? He's got a great video here. And you can read through exactly what he shares and exactly what to do. Okay, it's all right there. Okay, so let's open it up for questions. I imagine you have a few. Okay, good morning. Okay, all right, yep, I left the A out of my ad intentionally. Is the challenge link the best link to use in this ad? Yes, it is. They won't ever see it. So when you go back to Microsoft, and let's go into this, they don't see the challenge link. They either see your MyPiP. Let's get back to the ad. This does not go to unlimited leads for life. It could, but I want to track it. I want to use my MyPiP link because I can use a tracker on that. If you're an upgraded member, I believe you can use the tracker. If you can't track, don't worry. You just get leads and cash flow. You don't have to know always where they're coming from. It's not the end of the world if you can't use the tracker. But I make this unlimited leads, free leads for life appear because that's my ad. Pretty soon a lot of you might have the same ad and they both say my partner in profit. Which one are they going to click on? It could be you want to brand yourself or make it look like you're really more professional with your domain. And it could say workwithjamestaylor.com. Okay, that's fine too. Or succeed with Sherry Kirkland, or succeedwithsherry.com, or workwithsteven.com, or winwithchase.com. I actually have that domain too. It's just a display. It looks good, But underneath is your MyPiP link with the tracker if you can do the tracking. Okay? Good question. Yep, that's fine. Good. Thank you, Larry. It is. It's great reinforcement. Guys, this is what I do. This is it. Yeah, and I do some other things, I like to learn all the things that Paul gives us, and press releases are good, but there's nothing like pay-per-click. Okay, so it's really more advanced, but as you can see, if you do it smart, and if you do it the way I show you, you're not going to blow the bank. Okay? You're going to be able to have this run on autopilot for the rest of your life, for your family. Okay? So $16.42, 208 clicks last month, 50,000 searches. I wasn't the #1 ad, but I was good enough. Okay? You don't need to be the top ad. Just need to be in the running. They'll find you. If you write a relevant ad, they'll find you. Okay? And we got a free system that generates incredible cash flow. Okay? And speaking of when they go to your splash page, most of you are upgraded members. Many of you are in the MyPiP system. If you don't know what that means, talk to your sponsor. Okay? But I am an upgraded member.
Hi, I appreciate.
And so when they fill out this form, my autoresponder takes over. That is a big advantage that I have. The autoresponder keeps sending your prospect messages, telling them about the 90-day challenge, telling them how to be successful, sharing this video, sharing that video, sharing this webinar training. This autoresponder is huge. So if you don't have the autoresponder, you will need to get it eventually, because it's really the way to automate your follow-up. Okay? Many of you have the autoresponder, and Paul gives us exact step-by-step. Okay? It's lesson 5. Automate your follow-up. Okay? That's a big step. It's not expensive, trust me. And trust me, when you are making good cash flow, it's like, of course I'm going to have the autoresponder. Of course I'm going to automate my business. Okay? So Paul gives us all the letters, all the setup, and every time you have somebody get the autoresponder, you'll make a 33% commission. Awesome. Okay? So this is the best system by far. Yes, it's free, but boy, there's some great opportunity to invest money smartly, wisely, and turn this into a money-making machine that runs on autopilot. Okay? Okay, so no more questions. I'm going to assume that that was a really good lesson, and most of you are like, yep, pay-per-click. I'm going to go there right now. By the way, you can find out about my last point. Let me go to my billing. Okay? There are some promo codes out there. A number of different ways and methods and sources for promotional advertising. They give you some, or there's some out there where you can get some amazing promo codes for free. And you're going to see right now that this lower one right here, I got a $50 credit from Greenwave Hosting, because I have a website and hosting. $50 credit. Do you know how many? That's 500 clicks at 10 cents. Okay? For free. And I've only used $1.35 of it. And you can see I got another promo code back in November for $25. So guys, take that $78 that I spend minus $25. I've only really spent $50, and now I have another $50 free advertising credit. And where do you find that? Well, Paul, many of us have followed Paul and gotten a website for a blog and all that good stuff. Some of us know the power of a blog. So you had to get a website and some domain hosting. Okay? So some of us have used Greenwave. Check if you use a different hosting company. GoDaddy. There's a lot of one-on-one. There's a lot of them out there. They may have an advertising credit for you. Let me show you where it is in GreenWave. $50. Now this is for the US. Okay, there is some small type in there, but let's go. Look at this. I have unused advertising credits. So just click on Get Started here. And it'll take you, and you can see where I got that $50 advertising credit. Okay, right here. Okay, Bing and Yahoo, that's the Microsoft adCenter. $50. All I had to do is click Activate, and then if you need to sign up for Microsoft adCenter, you can use that link. There's my special code for me, and you can see I just activated that a few days ago. Now I realize Google's right here. Don't be lured away. Google is about 10 times more harder and more expensive. You'll burn through that $100 like nothing. Plus you can't use your splash page. You have to create a new web page. They're very difficult. Very difficult. So don't get lured into thinking you could do this with Google AdWords. It's very difficult, very expensive. Stay with what works, what's easiest. Okay? Bing and Yahoo. Get your credit. Check with your hosting company. Ask them, call them. Hey, do you have any advertising credit with Bing and Yahoo? I'm one of your customers. I bought a domain with hosting. What can you give me? And maybe they'll give you or show you where that you have access to that. Okay, I didn't know about this until a few days ago, and I'm like, $50? Oh my goodness! Some of you, if you had that $50 credit, that would be at least 500 clicks to your website. Okay, 500 clicks. Let's say take half of that, 250 actually sign up. Okay, so you would have 250 referrals. Okay, of that, maybe only a fraction of them actually finished. Let's say out of 250, 50 of them. $50 or $52 in the month of February times 50 people. My goodness, $2,500. Okay, if I did my math right. So this could represent a really good incentive for some of you to get on the stick. Some of you may want to even look at getting a hosting and a website. Okay, especially maybe with GreenWave, or check with some of the other hosting companies. Okay, they probably have this deal out there. $50. If you're in Canada or in the UK, say, hey, I'm a member, or I got a hosting and a domain, but I can't use it because it's in the US. Can you help me out? Okay, so go to the Microsoft adCenter, go up to the top to help, and they have phone numbers for the UK and the US and Canada. Just click on here and you can call a rep and talk to them. Say, hey, I got a domain, I got some hosting, but I can't use it because it's only in the US. And they'll say, oh, well, let's work that out. I bet you they will. And they'll give you a promo code that you can apply. I would go for the $50. Maybe they'll give you a $25. That'd be awesome. Okay? So I think I've given you enough information to get going. Yeah, it is really good. Yeah. Thank you, Gene. I appreciate it. This webinar is the golden nugget. I agree. Thank you, Gene. Okay, guys, it's almost the top of the hour. I really wish you all the best based on your activity of working smart, not working necessarily hard, but working smart. Use pay-per-click. Don't get too creative on your ad when you do the search. Stay with what people are searching for. There's millions of people out there, millions of searches. Let's go out and help them. All right? This is Chase Swift. Thank you.